When it comes to gaming under 30,000 rupees, the iQOO Neo 10R is the top option right now. Are you sure? Have you met the Realme P3 Ultra yet? I don't need to. I know this one is better for sure. I'll say let's do a proper testing and compare them and then decide which one is better. Fine by me. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's start with the build. So first thing that I noticed is the thickness of this phone, and I have to tell you the Realme P3 Ultra is quite sleek. It measures 7.38 mm in thickness, whereas the iQOO Neo 10R is 8 mm thick. For display protection, you get Gorilla Glass 7i on this phone and Scott Sensation on the Neo 10R. Protection against water is also better on the Realme P3 Ultra as it offers IP69 rating, whereas the iQOO Neo 10R only offers IP65 rating. Now, what about looks and feel? Well, if you ask me, I'll vote for the Realme P3 Ultra because I have two reasons for that. Because of the quad curve design, you get a better grip on the P3 Ultra than the iQOO Neo 10R. And secondly, though both smartphones feature plastic backs, the Realme P3 Ultra looks premium because of the integration of acrylic material, which gives it a glossy look. Not only that, but it also has a really cool moon print on the back, which glows in the dark, and look at it, it looks really fascinating. Performance is the USP of both these phones, which means the real battle starts here. In AnTuTu, the iQOO Neo 10R scored over 1.5 million points, but the Realme P3 Ultra lost this round by scoring under 1.4 million points. Same in Geekbench, the iQOO Neo 10R stayed ahead of the Realme P3 Ultra, and if we talk about the stress and stability test, it shows how the iQOO Neo 10R manages its thermals better under stress and the proper optimization of the processor. Although the P3 Ultra is also not that bad, but iQOO Neo 10R is better. So if we talk about performance numbers, the iQOO Neo 10R is clearly better than the Realme P3 Ultra, but again, numbers are just numbers. What about the real world usage? Let's fire up a BGMI match for that. So as you saw, both smartphones run BGMI at 90 FPS. You can play BGMI on these phones on smooth and extreme plus graphics settings. But I feel the P3 Ultra heats up under stress, the same thing we saw in our testing. And heating is fine, happens in most smartphones, but cooling down after that takes a lot of time on the Realme P3 Ultra. Rest is the software experience, which gives a similar feel on both these smartphones. Both of them have a little amount of bloatware, both run on the latest software, and both UIs are weirdly bright. You also get to see all the latest AI features on these phones as well. Both these phones have very similar displays. Both of them support 120Hz refresh rate. However, iQOO claims 144Hz panel on the Neo 10R. But there is a catch. The catch here is that this display only supports 144Hz in a few selected games. Yes, a bummer. But yes, the touch sampling rate on this phone is higher than the Realme P3 Ultra. But does it feel fast in real life? Yes, it does. The iQOO Neo 10R feels slightly quicker than the Realme P3 Ultra in real life usage. Apart from this, both these displays offer sharp visuals on their 1.5K panels, but colors are a little different. On the iQOO Neo 10R, you get to see more colorful and vivid visuals, whereas the Realme P3 Ultra tries to maintain natural colors. But I have always said it in my reviews that the more colorful the display, the better it is. Now, how bright are the screens? The answer to that is bright enough. Both smartphones emit over 2000 nits of peak brightness, with the Realme P3 Ultra scoring slightly higher. Now, these are not camera phones, but if you buy a phone, you use the camera, right? So let's see what we get here. One thing I noticed across all pictures is that the P3 Ultra captures pictures with a warm tone. This is also why sometimes pictures look bright and vibrant. Neo 10R on the other hand tries to capture sharp pictures with natural colors. The dynamic range in iQOO's pictures is also decent, while the P3 Ultra overexposes daylight pictures. Moving on to portraits now, both smartphones leave a room for improvement here. But if you ask me, I'll go with the iQOO Neo 10R because portraits clicked from P3 Ultra look too much processed. And lastly, the front camera. This one goes to the Realme P3 Ultra for capturing sharper selfies. Battery. A very important parameter for every device on this planet. 6400 mAh on the iQOO Neo 10R and 6000 mAh battery on the Realme P3 Ultra. Battery capacities differ and so is the usage. In the PC Mark battery life test, the Realme P3 Ultra lasted for 15 hours and 39 minutes, whereas the iQOO Neo 10R performed outstanding, lasting for 22 hours and 49 minutes. 30 minutes of HDR video streaming consumed 4% battery on both phones, and a similar battery consumption was seen in gaming as well. So, which one of them is a better smartphone? As far as the performance is concerned, the iQOO Neo 10R stand ahead of the Realme P3 Ultra with better scores and stability. But the design of the Realme P3 Ultra can be a selling point over the Neo 10R. It's more durable, stylish, and gives more premium feel over the Neo 10R. So make a choice and let me know in the comments, and I'm gonna see you very soon.